Hello and good morning. Here I am, and I got Anur here, and we are at the Karagah Club in Istanbul. And this is in the Pegasus store, and this is one of the big major clubs for wargaming in Istanbul and in Turkey pretty much. They got lots of tables, and we are going to play the second battle of Pleven as part of our ongoing campaign. And here you can see the battlefield set up. We have a bit simplified it compared to the rules in order to make it a bit more aesthetically appealing, as we hope to try and get more people to be interested. I've actually brought all of my 19th century books and set them up here for people to see, but it seems it is a very hot day. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna get. Okay, and here we are after both forces have deployed themselves. And here's Kobolev with his Cossacks. And over here we have one of the Russian corps. And over here we have the other Russian corps. Here we have the cavalry. Here we have the Ottoman defenses at the Grivitsa heights. Here we have a massive mobile reserve, and here we have the Ottoman defenses down there. 2, 3. Okay, this is the end of turn 1, and we have already had the first losses. These two Russian regiments, especially one of them made a crazy attack, the other one lost a base. Another Russian regiment over here lost the base, but the Russian units are advancing en masse. And the Ottomans have also sent out forces trying to decide where they're going to place their own reserves. So here we go to turn 2. So we are at the end of turn 2 and start of turn 3. What has happened is the Russians over here killed the Bazibuzuks and took the village of Radiveshko. Over here they're trying to place over here and over here the artillery in line to bombard, but successful firing from the forts over here and the redoubts over here has essentially got that. Units are still deploying. The Ottomans have decided to throw their reserve on this side of the map. I don't know if this will be possible or not, but we could take two. And here comes turn 2. Okay, so now we are at the end of the third turn, beginning of the fourth turn, so we're hitting the half mark for the game. Things are interesting. Okay, so over here the Russians are slowly converging their infantry columns for a charge. Over here things are a bit more broken. I mean, they are converging. The big problem for the Russians is that their artillery has been continuously rendered silenced and driven back, so it hasn't been able to make any firepower. However, the Ottomans have now started committing their reserves, which means that if they are not correctly thinking the plan of the Russians, they have just made a massive mistake that will never be fixed up. Generally speaking, the Ottoman line is still held. So we will see what happens. Okay, we are now at the end of turn 4, beginning of turn 5. The situation is as follows. Over here, the Russian attacks have been decimated a bit. Over here, they're still holding strongly. They finally have gotten all of their artillery in position and able to shoot. Over here, one unit got exterminated. Over here, I'm kind of scared of Kobolev because he might have an almost completely open road to Pleven, which is scary. And the Russians are playing first, so we will see about that. We got guns silenced. Guns, infantry. Oh wait, okay. So 2, 3. Okay, we have finished turn 5. We are now on turn 6. And the situation is actually on the balance. Over here, the brave cavalry charge of the Hussars successfully dislodged the Ottoman unit and took one objective, making the game right now a draw. Over here, someone misplaced their orders, and the Ottoman unit, Egyptian actually, that was defending this objective has fallen back there, opening it up to Skobolev, all that Russian unit. So there is a chance that the Russians might win if they can hold two objectives. On the other hand, over here, the core has almost been completely eliminated. Only one unit disrupted has been left, and the Ottoman units are in good situation beyond some disruptions. Over here, not much has happened. I pulled back my infantry so it cannot be shot. Over here, a base was taken, so it's in the balance. So we will see how it goes. 2, 3. Okay, so we finished the 6th turn. We are at the start of the 7th turn, and oh my God, was that a sanguinary turn! How are things? Good for the Ottomans, not so good for the Russians. There's still a chance of getting a draw because there's an open objective over here. There are only 2 turns left, and there's Russian artillery here that can protect that unit from taking and holding it. On the other hand, too, there are a lot of Ottoman units close by, so I don't know how that will go. Any chance of taking Grivica by storm, I think, is over, as the corps has been completely shattered to pieces, and I'm still having a lot of units. I'm all low, but a lot of units over there. Over here, the counter-attack of my infantry killed the cavalry, but has not taken yet back the objective. And there is a unit left there that might retake it. So it was a close call until this point. There's still a chance for a draw, even a victory, but probably not. Okay, end of 7, start of last turn. Things have been going very good for the Ottomans. They were able to retake this objective and retake this objective, so now we're back to a victory. At some point the Russians were winning. There is actually no Russian army left. There's one unit there, and one unit there. Well, we'll try to see if the Russians can get the draw.